Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, here in the Bluegrass State, where the hospitality flows freely. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Big Blue Nation, ready for this collision today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. See if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One man at the backfield and he'll get the football.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed for the defense here wins that play.
Short completion, a 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Toss play to the outside. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. As a design quarterback keeper. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the toss play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll throw it now. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw behind his man.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit. Time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Same tailback, another carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Pressure is coming. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught quickly. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Missouri 3, Kentucky 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's got it right near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back knew he could run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Missouri. Just ran away from the defense.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Gets some space and on the 30. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught for the completion. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They're going to run it here. Breaking free at midfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. First down here for this offense. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escapes the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Now they're running on the toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now 2-possession lead. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made down the middle. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. Timeout called by the defense their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
Timeout, Missouri.
First down and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Caught in the backfield. It's locked. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Kentucky.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Kentucky.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll hand it off. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Missouri, 17. Kentucky, 7.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to kick this one.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. First play of the second half is a handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a quick grab. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. The gamble doesn't pay off. Will the head coach pay for that decision later? Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. And now the offense will take over in good position. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
By the running back. Gain of 2. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
And he's got it again. Breaking tackles. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First and 10 play coming up. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Brought down. 18-yard line. Second down coming up.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down coming up after that running play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. He stays alive. Well, he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long from the 14. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wide out. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Handoff from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the right side on the toss. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Here's the second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Caught in the flat by the running back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, it's still a 13-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, they're going to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Missouri 20, Kentucky 7.
Ready, set.
A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. When you pick up the first down as the fullback, he becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy you usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic abilities.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
They'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And there's the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. A smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And they'll just down it right here. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Now the
running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there. It brings up the 4th down now.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets into space at the 50. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And they'll use the ground game here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
And the field goal is good. And that puts it in front here in the final 2 minutes. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
And we're in the fourth quarter. This offense is spreading you out. They're trying to get a one-on-one matchup that they can take advantage of. And what does the defense do? They get aggressive. Late in the game, trying to preserve this lead, they come up with a big sack.
They look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
On this winds up a safety. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability. Sure. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Missouri 30, Kentucky 21.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled.
And the 3. And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. A delay of game penalty, that's the last thing you need with this field position. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Backed up with the one who's going to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Here's another interception. We're losing track.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Chris, anytime you can go on the road in college football and get a win, it is a major success. They're in victory formation. See the fans now heading to the exits.
So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.